Hi, Matinecock. This is Edie Pulizotto. I'm Assistant District Commissioner for the Matinecock District for Roundtable, and I'm here to discuss virtual merit badges. We had a question come into us about how Scouts can earn merit badges without contact with a counselor, and so we wanted to answer your question. So merit badges can be earned virtually, and it's actually not as hard as one might think. There's multiple ways of having that happen. One of them is the traditional way, which a Scout can contact a merit badge counselor and do this individually. Of course, with 2D leadership, you'd have a parent on another computer or a parent sitting on the same computer with the Scout as they complete their merit badges. Or we can do merit badge classes, which is a really great choice right now, and there's lots of them going on. As to which merit badges can be earned, there's a lot of merit badges that are available right now that can be earned without being needed to be out of the house for that. So you can look at an article by Brian on Scouting called Merit Badges for Social Distancing, 58 Badges Scouts Can Earn at Home. Now, one thing I have to say about this article is there are merit badges on there that seem like they would definitely need the Scouts to go outside of the home in order to complete them. However, I don't know why, but they seem to think it was something they could handle completely at home. There are also merit badges that are not on that list that seem to lend themselves well to earning them virtually. So I would encourage you to look at the requirements for the merit badge and see if you can contact a counselor who may be offering those merit badges online. So there are virtual merit badge classes kind of everywhere. Our council is offering multiple virtual merit badges, and the classes sometimes fill up quickly, so you need to go on the website more than once to check to see if there are classes available. That's on sccbsa.org/virtual. So there are a lot of ways that this can be done. Some of the councils have offered merit badge classes online. Actually, there's a lot of lists out there where you can find that. Even if you just Google merit badge classes, virtual merit badge classes, you will find online a list of different councils that are offering them. In a lot of cases, the course, there is no cost for the course, but some councils are charging a minimal amount of $5, mostly I think to make sure that the kids show up. And some of them are charging as much as up to $30 for a session. So you want to be careful to make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into when you sign up for these classes. There's also a big difference between the number of kids that are allowed at any class at any given time. So you may find that some of them would be limited to maybe 10 or 20, and there are some classes that are hosting hundreds of children at one time. So you may want to check into the number of kids that are also going to be allowed on the classroom at any time. Because, obviously the quality of the ability to receive a merit badge is going to decrease with the amount of kids that are on the calls. But that doesn't eliminate the ability to do it the traditional way. Certainly a Scout who wants to earn a merit badge is perfectly welcome to continue to do that the way they would do at any other time. They would decide on a merit badge, get the permission from their Scoutmaster, and contact a counselor, and that can be done by either having a parent sit in with the Scout while they're doing their discussions with the counselor, or having a second adult on a second video conference. So that traditional means is still available. When it comes to the council-wide virtual merit badge classes, our council, Suffolk County, is offering a wide variety of classes virtually. You can go to the section on our website, sccbsa.org/virtual, to see the classes. Classes are posted constantly, so please remember that if you cannot get into a class now, you can get into a class later. So these are really great ways of doing it. Not only can you do that way by doing virtually by our council or virtually by another council, troops can also decide to do one troop-wide. So that again would be a counselor that may be within the troop or a counselor from outside the troop that they make arrangements to have them do the virtual merit badge class. So the advantage of doing it troop-wide as opposed to doing it council-wide is the fact that the pressure is less on the kids completing it immediately because of the fact that they would be able to catch up to the counselors at another time in order to get their blue cards completed. A little harder when you're doing it online because then you have to go back in your emails and find the counselor that you had been working with prior. So Troop-wide is a great way to go too. We've done it in our troop, and I've actually received the actual blue cards. When doing it virtually, we usually are using PDF versions of the blue cards, which you're sending out to each participant after the meetings are completed. Sometimes these virtual classes tend to be very lecture-based, so you'll see that there'll be a large number of children on the call, and then it'll be basically a merit badge counselor lecturing, and then homework or outside work to meet the other requirements are distributed or sent back to the merit badge counselor after the class is completed. Sometimes it's done sometimes it can be submitted or shown on the class during the class, and that's another alternative. You can find the other councils that are doing the list of merit badges, and you can find them listed in Tally Pals, our district executives' quarantines, or you can Google the councils that are doing virtual merit badge classes. So even if you find that your scout or a scout wishes to work on a merit badge that cannot be completed at home, certainly the idea of starting a merit badge during times like this and completing them later would certainly be of benefit. Cooking, it's a great time for kids to do cooking at home because they can partial because they cannot cook obviously on a trip, but they would be able to get some of the more dull school work done, part work done, because they'll have the time to do it. And I've been doing these classes myself. I get a lot of good feedback from parents because they're really looking for things for their children to do in this time. And it helps them tremendously, and it gives the kids a chance to earn a merit badge as well as stay engaged in the program. So one last thing that I want to put a plug in for is that our council is looking for additional merit badge counselors to be able to run merit badge classes virtually for our council, because since school is going to be closed to the end of the year. If you have any interest in doing so, you can email our scout executive, Tally Powell, or you can email the district executive who is running it, which is Kim.russell. And I think she's Sagittos's district executive. And I just want to close with one little thing about if you're going to do these things. One thing that I read in Brian on Scouting's article, it said if doing a merit badge feels like schoolwork, you're not doing it right. So keep it fun, have fun, and get those scouts involved. Thank you very much.